Right now, as you're listening to this, your brain is doing something incredible that you're completely unaware of. It's regulating your heartbeat, controlling your breathing, processing thousands of sensory inputs, and managing countless other functions without you even thinking about it. This happens every single second of every single day, and your conscious mind has no idea it's happening. But here's where things get interesting. Have you ever noticed how your mind seems to create problems even when absolutely nothing is wrong? You're sitting peacefully, maybe having your morning tea, and suddenly your brain starts spinning stories. What if that meeting goes badly tomorrow? What if your boss didn't like your presentation? What if that slight headache means something serious? Before you know it, you're stressed about situations that haven't even happened yet. If this sounds familiar, take a deep breath because here's the truth that will change everything. The problem is not you. You're not broken, you're not overthinking because you're weak, and you're definitely not alone in this experience. What's happening is actually your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do, just a little too enthusiastically for our modern world. Your brain was designed with one primary mission: to protect you. Its job is to constantly scan for danger, threats, and potential problems. Think of it as your personal security guard that never takes a break, never goes on vacation, and never stops looking for trouble. This system worked brilliantly when our ancestors faced real physical dangers like wild animals or natural disasters. Back then, being hyper-vigilant could literally save your life. But here's where it gets tricky. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a real tiger and an imaginary worry about next week's presentation. To your brain, both are potential threats that need immediate attention. So sometimes it takes a small, innocent thought and turns it into a full-blown mental movie with complete worst-case scenarios, dramatic plot twists, and catastrophic endings. Let me paint a picture for you. You send a text to a friend and they don't reply immediately. Your rational mind knows they're probably busy, but your protective brain starts creating stories. Maybe they're angry with you. Maybe you said something wrong. Maybe they don't want to be friends anymore. Within minutes, your brain has constructed an entire narrative about the end of your friendship, all because of a delayed text response. But when you actually look around and examine reality, what do you find? Nothing has actually happened. Your friend was probably just in a meeting, or their phone was on silent, or they simply got distracted. The drama existed only in your mind, created by a brain that was trying to protect you from a danger that never existed. This is the fascinating mismatch we're all living with. Your brain is ancient, evolved over millions of years to handle a world of immediate physical threats. But the world we live in today is completely new. We face complex social situations, abstract worries about the future, and psychological pressures that our Stone Age brains simply weren't designed to handle efficiently. Your brain is still using its old software to navigate a completely new operating system. It's like trying to run the latest smartphone apps on a computer from the 1990s. The hardware is powerful, but it's not quite compatible with today's challenges.
So what happens? Your brain overcompensates. It treats every uncertainty like a life or death situation. It amplifies small concerns into major crises. It creates elaborate backup plans for problems that will probably never occur. And all of this mental activity feels very real and very urgent to you, even though most of it is just your overprotective brain doing its job a little too well. But here's the beautiful part, and this is where real freedom begins. The moment you notice a thought and choose not to react to it, something magical happens. That thought begins to lose its power over you. It's like acknowledging a street performer but choosing not to stop and watch the show. The performance continues, but you're no longer the captivated audience. When you observe your thoughts without immediately believing them or acting on them, you create space between you and your mental chatter. You start to see that thoughts are just mental events, not absolute truths or commands you must follow. They're more like clouds passing through the sky of your consciousness, temporary and ever-changing. This doesn't mean ignoring genuine concerns or avoiding necessary planning. It means developing the wisdom to distinguish between productive thinking and mental noise. It means recognizing when your brain is being overprotective and gently redirecting your attention to what's actually happening right now in this moment. The relief that comes from understanding this is profound. you realize that those racing thoughts, those middle-of-the-night worries, those elaborate scenarios your mind creates, they are not evidence that something is wrong with you. They're evidence that your brain cares deeply about your well-being and is working overtime to keep you safe. So remember this fundamental truth. You are not broken. Your brain is not malfunctioning. You're simply carrying around an incredibly sophisticated protection system that sometimes gets a little overzealous in its duties. And now that you understand how it works, you can start to work with it more skillfully. The next time your mind starts creating problems out of thin air, you can smile and think, there goes my overprotective brain again trying to keep me safe. You can acknowledge the concern, appreciate the intention behind it, and then gently guide your attention back to the present moment, where life is actually happening. If insights like this resonate with you and you'd like to explore more ways to understand your mind and find greater peace in daily life, there's so much more we can discover together about how our brains work and how we can live more freely within them.
Subscribe for more videos!